Hi everybody, I'm going to be doing some regular videos talking about the North Devon housing market and looking at current news stories, questions that people are asking us at the time, any recent reports that have been coming out. So I wanted to kick this off with a review of the latest Rightmove house price index figures and some other figures that have come out from Rightmove in relation specifically to the North Devon housing market. Looking back to August when the last HPI came out, the next one is due mid-September. Overall, the Southwest asking prices were down minus 2.4%, which is quite significant, although we do normally expect prices to drop slightly in terms of asking prices over the summer, and it's normal for August. This is quite a big drop and is the largest one we've seen anywhere in the UK over this period of time as well. So certainly the Southwest has suffered from that point of view. It's probably just a normal correction. Obviously, post-COVID, a lot of people look to the Southwest and particularly North Devon as an area to come and purchase property. The market since then has rolled back from that sort of demand, and we're seeing a much quieter market, and we're certainly seeing a price correction. And I think that's what's been going on. I think with all the additional things that have been going on in the press over interest rates and mortgage rates, all those sorts of things have been a bit of an issue as well. When you look at sold prices, according to Rightmove and the Land Registry stats that have come out recently, North Devon has come back 10% year on year. So there's been a drop in sold prices of 10% year on year. Excuse me. And that's showing a gap between those that are selling or have sold and those that are on the market at the moment who are trying to correct their price to comply with how the market has changed. There's been activity issues over the whole of the summer for the reasons I've already mentioned. So although prices are generally up 3% since the peak of 2021, we've definitely seen a correction in North Devon, certainly over the summer. One of the big indicators of that from a practical point of view that we can look at sort of to see what's happening currently is the number of homes that are taking longer to sell, basically on Rightmove. So at the moment, properties that are taking longer than 12 weeks to sell are considered slow movers on Rightmove. Across the whole of North Devon, including the Torridge area, there are 2,270 properties available currently, according to the Rightmove figures. And slow movers, as a proportion of that, are 2,031. So that's 2,031 of those properties have been on the market for 12 weeks or more, which is pretty significant proportion of the overall market, and I think has been indicative of what a lot of people have been seeing over the summer. Average time on the market for these properties is 203 days. Obviously, these are unsold properties. When you compare that to the average time for properties to sell in the Southwest, it's 62 days. So there's a big difference between those properties that are struggling to sell and those that are selling. And obviously it looks like about 20% of those are selling within that 62-day period. And pretty much 80% of the market is struggling to sell because possibly of price alignment issues, largely certainly in North Devon. So is there any good news? Well, the good news is Rightmove did report a jump in demand since the announcement of the interest rates being reduced. There's a 19% boost in demand according to their August report. Obviously, we're expecting that to be slightly higher, hopefully in September. Affordability is much more improved with interest rates coming back. A lot of the mortgage companies have followed suit and are competing with each other and are reducing their rates quite significantly. And it's almost sort of daily that we're hearing a positive news on that front. And there's possibly more interest rate drops to come and obviously more affordability in the mortgage market. As I mentioned before, summer distractions are largely over. Summer holidays are behind us. The election's behind us. The Euros, Olympics, obviously anticipation of rate cuts and inflation getting under control. All those sort of things seem to be behind us now. And we're heading into a much more positive period, hopefully. Transactions are also up nationally year on year, up by 16% compared to last year in terms of sale agreed properties on Rightmove. So that's a really positive indicator that whilst Some areas like North Devon have been a bit slow over the summer period. Nationally, the activity is been fairly strong and certainly better than it was, last year. And that has a knock-on effect to properties in North Devon, obviously. So people that are selling elsewhere will eventually be looking to move down here, will eventually be able to come down and start looking at properties and getting properties under offer. What does that mean if you're a buyer at the moment? Well, I think personally it's a great time to buy in the next month or two. Prices have come down in North Devon and are probably going to still come down a little bit more before they start to go back up. Although that increased demand is likely to slow that process down and perhaps reverse it. And we might see prices in North Devon start to go back up if demand continues to improve. As demand improves, inevitably, so will prices. So that's just a factor of it. And obviously built into that increased supply. So there has been an increased supply of properties coming in, which has kept prices down. And I think that's also beneficial for most buyers at the moment. I think if you're selling a property and you're realistic, I think as the stats have shown, those 20% of properties that are well priced, well presented, and aligned with what the market's doing at the moment are selling and selling quite well to those buyers that are out there that are motivated buyers looking for good quality properties priced well in the marketplace. So I think that's a sort of good roundup of what's happening at the moment. I don't want to make the video too long, but any questions or comments, please let us know. Please let me know. Feel free to get in touch. I'm always here to help and happy to help. And I will do another video next week based hopefully on some feedback and comments and questions from this one. Thanks very much.